Hello everybody, and welcome to Wounded Healer Tarot. My name is James, and I'll be doing your tarot reading today. Alright, so, with this particular oracle deck, I'm going to be taking a look at what wild unknown archetype is influencing you right now. Which archetype are you currently embodying? And then after this, whoa, that's a lot. After this, I'll be using the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal Oracle deck to get, which animal spirit is currently influencing you or your situation. And then I'll be using the Wild Unknown Tarot to get a little bit deeper, get some details here. Alright, so after that, I will then be getting I'll be using a different tarot deck to further clarify each card with another card, and at the end of that, I'll be getting some, general advice for you before we close the whole thing out. Alright. 1, 2, and 3. Oh. Okay, so here we have the poet. Alright. Let's see. One, 2, 3. Alright. The poet, the artist, the witness, the truth teller. The poet's work is to feel immensely and not be afraid. They must seek out truth in the darkest corners of the world and carry it back for all to see. This unique capacity resides within us all, regardless of our relationship to creativity. When the poet energy is present, there is a call for deep honesty and reflection, for seeing the big picture within the little one. The poet rides effortlessly between the personal and universal. It's possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work, but do not be discouraged. The words of the poet ring true for centuries to come, soothing the wounds of despair and violence that captivate our world. The poet's work is never finished. Find your voice and trust that the wind will carry it. Let's see. The poet is related to the shaman and the bridge. These archetypes hover in the meeting place between the everyday and the sacred. It's likely there is a poem or poet that was meaningful to you at a young age. Revisit and reread it now. Be open to its message. Alright, so I take it here that this card is speaking to a sort of clairvoyance that you have, some sort of spiritual gift that allows you a particular kind of knowledge, right? And the knowledge that you gain from this gift, it gives you a certain quality of wiseness, right? And it's something that, it's something that's been around for quite some time, I want to say. Some might even call it timeless. And I feel at this time you may be starting to understand the significance of this gift. It could be something that you more currently realized or even started learning about. Alright, now let's see spirit is currently influencing the collective. 1, 2, excuse you. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Okay. So here we have the wolf. Now, when you saw just a moment ago when the cards flipped over, there were 2 cards that flew out of the deck. One of them was the wolf and the other was the crocodile. Now, the crocodile is sort of like 4 of Swords-ish. The crocodile speaks about, intentional rest. And, taking an intentional step back from things. Let's see. Where is it? I just saw it. Come on. Yeah, you see the crocodile. It reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Now is not the time for decisions, actions, or discussion. But at the same time, that doesn't mean lying around hoping that life's challenges will disappear. You're much smarter than that, as is the crocodile. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. Fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. Yeah, because the crocodile, when in balance, is representative of wiseness, patience, a silent powerhouse. And with this oracle deck, right, how it was speaking of this gift that you have that gives you this, perspective, this particular perspective rather, that fills you with this wiseness, fills you with a particular kind of information. Now, the wolf, guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following. Embrace all, exclude none. Yeah, I feel like, you're somebody who's very reliable, very democratic, and even fearless, right? I get that, you're somebody that a lot of people more than likely look up to because of that, sort of fearless energy. And I feel like even in a sense, right, it's because, people see you looking after things, looking after others, and they see that as something to, as a quality to look up to, a quality to aspire to, even. But, the wolf energy can easily become frustrated. It's very easy to become agitated and out of balance, which will then create this judgmental, dominating energy, which is not what you want. I love how that tied in together. Alright, now to get this tarot spread going. Alright, let's see. Whoa, that's wild. How I was saying, the crocodile is very 4 of Swordsy. Out pops the 4 of Swords. This is definitely a time of rest, recuperation, regaining energy. And I feel like, this has to be, or rather is intentional, right? You're intentionally taking time out for yourself so that you can refill your cup. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. So we have, when it comes to the numbers on the cards, so far it's 765. Okay, now there's a 2. Alright, so here at the bottom of the deck, we have the Daughter of Wands, aka the Page of Wands. And then we have the Son of Cups, aka the Knight of Cups. And then we have the Father of Swords, aka the King of Swords. Let me just make sure that's focused. Alright. With that, I get the vibe that somebody has, like there's definitely some sort of offer coming in here. It could be a love offer, it doesn't have to be, but because it's cups, that speaks to emotion. So somebody could be coming clean with how they feel about you. There could be like an admirer that's making themselves known, whether secret or otherwise. But I feel like they're coming forward, they're speaking their truth, and they're being very honest about, what they would like out of this, where they can see this going. And at the same time, they're really, I don't want to say that they're putting down boundaries, but, they're letting you know, right, what, I want to say they're letting you know what they've been through as, like, an example of, like, what not to do, if that makes sense. And with this Page of Wands here, right, I definitely get that they see this as a whole new adventure, a whole new journey, and something that they're extremely, excited about, possibly even passionate about. Okay. Yeah, because again, underneath that at the bottom of the deck, we have this 10 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. So, I definitely get the vibe that there was something heavy in this connection, and that could even be the feelings here with the 9 of Cups, right? Because I feel like, this wish fulfillment here, like knowing that, this individual carrying these strong feelings for you, these like intense feelings, sort of created this 5 of Swords energy here. Because we all know that feelings can get heavy, especially if you've been carrying them for quite some time and you're not expressing anything, you're just holding it in, so it's just going to build and build and build, and that's what created this conflict here. I feel like the fact that this individual didn't say something, it really, like, within them, it created a feeling of, I want to say, like, defeat. Now, I don't know how long they've been feeling this. I don't know how long this has gone on. like how long they've been holding all of this in, but it must have been a while because that Ten of Wands felt pretty heavy to me. Alright, now to get into the spread here. Excuse me. We have the Seven of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and another five, the Five of Wands. Yeah, you see, I feel like you're going into this a bit guarded, in a sense. You're going into this with, like, protecting your energy. And now, this doesn't have to do with anything that this particular individual has done. It's just, what I get is, this has a lot, like the way that you're approaching this, the way that you're reacting to this has a lot to do with your experiences from the past where, with the Six of Pentacles, there was never like an equal give and take in your connections. Like it always felt like you were the one doing the most. You were the one, handing out your time, your energy, right? Putting in putting in most, if not all of the effort. And with that Five of Wands there, that created a lot of tension and conflict in connections. And the fact that you're still carrying this with you, right, that means you're going to be carrying this sort of energy into this connection, and that's not something you want to do. If this person hasn't, given you any reason to doubt them, try not to doubt them. Try not to, get stuck in your head about the past, because this is not the past. This is the present. This is the now, right? You could possibly be, like, giving away a gift, in a sense, if you just treat this like any other connection you've been in. Now, next up, we have that Two of Swords, the need to make a decision here. And then with the Daughter of Pentacles, aka the Page of Pentacles, I get the vibe that, you will definitely be sort of like considering this individual's offer, because I feel like, the Page of Pentacles is how you view this offer. And then we have the King of Cups. And to me, that speaks to emotions that you have towards this individual that you've also been holding back and not expressing. This Two of Swords here, right? I feel like that's something that you're really being asked to really think on, okay? Something that you're really being asked to, like, take everything into consideration, including the past, but don't let the past stop you, right? Use the past as an example. Use the past as, like, what to look out for, the red flags to not ignore. And then that Page of Pentacles, that's essentially like you see this as something that can be something, you see this as something that can grow. But it starts out small. You see the rainbow here at the end of the storm. And that King of Cups is going to be waiting for you right there at the end of that rainbow with that pot of gold. Or just that big ass cup of good old feelings, right? Now I feel like you're making the decision to let your guard down a little bit. Now next up we have the Three of Cups. Temperance. And the Sun of Swords. You know, I feel like you and this... Right, sorry about that. My battery died. So, I definitely get that there's a healing conversation coming your way. I feel like, you know, with the Three of Cups, I feel like this person is going to, like, ask you out for a drink, right? I feel like they're going to message you. They're going to contact you in whichever way they can. And, you know, they're going to propose. You guys go out for a drink, go out and grab a bite, and, you know, that's going to be like the segue here to that deeper healing conversation. Because with that Temperance, right, I feel like this time apart, you know, has really allowed you to like balance yourselves, right, emotionally. It's allowed you guys to really work through. I feel like you both, right, you both had sort of like the same issues to work through here pertaining to the past, and, you know, the way that your past connections affect the way that you view connections. And I feel like, you know, that Seven of Wands in the beginning, I feel like that was like the both of you, right? I feel like the both of you had your guard up because of your past experiences in love. And that's something that like heavily influenced your connection here and all the things that have happened in it. And, you know, I don't think, you know, whatever this talk is, I don't think it's like you guys, after you have this meeting, this conversation, you know, things are cleared up. You know, I feel like you guys realize how similar you are, how much you both have been through, and how similar what you guys have been through is. And that will sort of like change your perspectives on each other, essentially. Alright, now I'm going to further clarify each of these cards with one more tarot card, then after this we'll get some advice, and then that'll be it. Ooh. Right now I'm not taking this for the for a clarifier for any particular card, but the Page of Crystals, I want to say, is the Page of Pentacles, yeah, representing ideas and discipline. This is a very small card, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it very well, but yeah, I feel like this is like the energy that both of you are bringing into here. Aside from the fact that we do have the Page of Pentacles also out here in the spread, I feel like that's like further confirmation, right, that you're both serious about working on this. You know, you're going to be disciplined about the way you go about all of this. Alright. And then we have the Five of Crystals. Persistence and new possibilities. Yeah, you know, I feel like this conversation here is going to bring a lot to the surface for the both of you, and essentially this conversation is the catalyst to a new beginning. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so to further clarify the Seven of Pentacles here, we have the 10 of Crystals, aka the 10 of Pentacles, representing stability and attainment. Yeah, you see, I feel like this Seven of Wands is what's really been holding you back from achieving, or rather even attaining this Ten of Pentacles here with this particular individual. And I mean, this is what's kept the both of you from having this this stability together. Alright, now to further clarify the Six of Pentacles, we have the Emperor, focus and stability. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot here about stability. I feel like, the two of you together will really be able to build something amazing. And, like, when there's this equal give and take, right? I feel like that's what's going to really put you in, your power. And that could even go for both of you, right? Once you have that equal give and take, you're going to feel that reassurance that you've been looking for, that, this isn't going to be like, past connections. Now, to further clarify the Five of Wands here, we have the Page of Feathers, aka the Page of Swords, representing exploration and discovery. I get that, you can learn a lot about a person when, you see how they act or react in, conflict, situations that involve conflict. And, I think that you can tell that this person is hurt just like you are. I feel like, you both sort of reacted the same, but you were only seeing things through the lens of your experience, so you couldn't see that this individual was, also acting or reacting in the same way. Now, to further clarify the Two of Swords, we have the Two of Acorns, which I believe is the Two of Wands, insight and focus. Yeah, you see, I feel like it's the insight that you receive here that really helps you to make this decision. That really, nudges you in a particular direction. Right, so to further clarify this Daughter, aka Page of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords, decisions and direction. Yeah, you see, I feel like this Page of Pentacles energy is really helping you to decide which direction to take when it comes to this particular individual, when it comes to this particular situation here. Because, I definitely get the vibe that the two of you see a very happy future together, a very stable future together. I just think that there's healing that you both need to do when it comes to relationships. Or even just connections, people in general. Alright, so then to further clarify the Father, aka King of Cups, we have the Six of Acorns, aka the Six of Wands, representing success and triumph. Yeah, I definitely get the vibe that once one of you here opens up about these feelings, then that opens up the floor for the other individual to then express how they've been feeling, to express where they stand on this excuse me, on this particular connection. Because you both see that you can have success together, you know? Alright, now to further clarify the Three of Cups here, we have the Ace of Swords, mental clarity and foundation. Yeah, I feel like this meeting that you guys have, this conversation that you guys have, it's going to bring you both a lot of clarity when it comes to this situation. There's going to be a lot of illumination of, I feel like both what they were going through and what you were going through, more so mentally, internally. And then, that will, in a sense, create a segue for the both of you to open up further about, particular situations from the past that are and have been affecting this connection. Now to further clarify Temperance, we have the Tower, release, revelation. Yeah, I definitely get the vibe that, this healing involves a lot of releasing of the past in pretty much every sense. Releasing, a particular narrative even when it comes to like self-worth and relationships, what you feel you deserve. And again, that can be for the both of you. You guys are really just mirroring each other. And then lastly, to further clarify the Sun, aka the Knight of Swords, we have the King of Shells, aka the King of Cups, harmony and integrity. Yeah, you see, I feel like this conversation, right, this is going to bring you guys closer together, creating that harmony that is possible here between the two of you in this connection in general. Because like I said before, right, you guys know that you can have, you see a stable future together. You know that, it's possible. It's just that your past and, honestly, both of your pasts just kept getting in the way. But I feel like, during this last separation, you guys have really, grown a lot. You guys have really, done the work. Went inward. Like the crocodile says, right? You intentionally withdrew your energy from things, and you're really, with the Four of Swords, focusing on yourself. Healing yourself, recharging your soul battery, if you will. Right, some advice for the collective on this situation. Some advice. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Yeah, you see, I feel like part of this was, realizing that the only control you have is over you, over how you react, over how you feel. Whether or not you react or just act. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that remember you can't change anyone but yourself came out again. Right. At the bottom of the deck we have your life is so special, treat it with loving care. Yeah, I feel like, you're just being asked to take care of yourself, take care of the things that you need to in your life. Right, so like I said, that last card came out again. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. then stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. That to me, speaks on this Four of Swords crocodile energy. You're being asked to just take some time for yourself and rest. And then lastly, we have listen to your body and do what it is asking of you. Yeah, again, I get the vibe that you're being asked to, if you watch that show Schitt's Creek, take a selfish, right? It's time for you to sit back and take care of yourself, as opposed to doing what you usually do and spreading yourself thin, taking care of everybody else, not leaving any time or energy for you. Alright, collective, these are the messages that I have for you today. I do hope they serve you well. Be gentle with yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.